Yo, 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 I have no idea what's going on with my OBS, but each time I open it, seemingly there's just all the computer sound is just gone, and I have to manually go change it. Anyway, that's boring as fuck, so let's talk about Far Cry. I've begun playing Far Cry 4, and I've played it somewhat before, but not all the way through, not nearly. But it's still, it's been a long time, so I don't remember what the plot even is about. It's a Far Cry game. It's not like the most complicated shit ever. But still, the feeling of going around places and still being like, yeah, I've done this mission before. I recognize this, fucking, I don't know, this Spices farm. This tea farm, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's still, it was sitting there in my backlog, and, I don't know, I could have played, I even started Far Cry 2, but that shit is boring as hell, and, the gameplay is, it's absolutely atrocious. The game is, Far Cry 2 is a hard game in terms of, it's just janky as hell because it's so old. But also, what do you call it, not the save states, the auto-saves, I guess. For the missions, when you die, there are none of them. You just spawn back at the very start, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm also pretty sure there's not really a mini-map or a map you can go into and pinpoint stuff. This might be, I might be blending Far Cry 2 and Just Cause 2 together here. Even though I'm pretty sure in Just Cause 2 I had the issues with the map, but it's I figured out that I was just fucking stupid, and it was just the retarded ass button because it was made for PlayStation gameplay, and I was playing on keyboard, so, I don't know, I might, begin to actually play these games with controller instead. Well, that might be the strat. Also, my aim is pretty ass, and I have, I have the excuse, if I die, I have the excuse that I'm playing on controller, but also, it helps me, the aim assist on controller. I might be switching, I don't know, who knows. We'll see when I get to Far Cry 5. But Far Cry 4 so far, again, the story is very simple. There's not really a lot going on right now. It's more, the game trying to convince me that I give a fuck about this, this rebellion going on. In the form of, I am in my home country of, I don't fucking know what they're calling it, Turkmenistan. That sounded racist, but that's what I'm gonna call the country, because I'm pretty sure it's just a fictional country, but it is one of the, countries bordering India, I'm pretty sure. Well, who knows? I'm just gonna, this is my legacy on the internet, the guy who sounds racist when saying Turkmenistan. Hell yeah. Anyway, I am here to spread my mother's ashes, in my, in my home country, hometown, I guess? I don't know, home country. But the problem is, there is a rebellion going on here. Oh no, whoop, womp, womp, womp. And the main bad guy is, of course, the first person we meet in the entire game, and the guy on the cover, so it is very much mirroring Just Cause 3. Far Cry 3, my bad. I don't know, I see them as sort of, not the same games, but there's, their vibes are similar enough. You go around, there's a rebellion going on, you liberate, outposts and watchtowers and stuff. They are very similar, and also they, I don't know, they kind of follow each other throughout the. Okay, I guess Just Cause 4 is the latest one, and then you have Far Cry 5, 6? there might be even more Far Cries that I don't know about. I know there's one, like, I don't know, some sort of like Ice Age or something like that. I don't know if that is just Far Cry 6. Oh well, who knows. I don't even know if I have Far Cry 6 on in my library. I don't know, I feel kind of disappointed just because I have so many games on there, and if I don't have Far Cry 6, I am going to cry. Anyway, yeah, the story so far is just, you know, getting me to feel out the area, getting me to, I don't know, liberate a bunch of outposts and do, you know, run small errands for the rebellion. We haven't really interacted with the main bad guys much, except from, like, the very, very beginning. We haven't really seen him. We've just fought against random fucking, random fodder, I guess. And that's why the story hasn't really progressed at all whatsoever. But I mean, we're here, we're gaming, we're playing. I don't know, the biggest difference between between Far Cry and Just Cause is that in Far Cry there are actual animals. Especially way more in 4 than 3. Because here, like, it's very much established that you are kind of like a part of the, like, there are fucking animals everywhere, and they are just gonna attack you for no reason whatsoever. The rhinos you see on the road, if they spot you, you are dead, and there's not really much you can do about it. God damn it. I just rode along at some point, you know, between 2 other cars. We rode, like, through a little pack of, like, 3 rhinos or something. One of them spotted us and immediately went for, not the other 2 guys, but purely went after me. Flipped my car upside down and then one-shotted me when I got out. Also, at some point, I don't know, I finished a mission and I don't know, I stumbled upon one of the side, like, small little side missions, like, you know, this guy is a hostage, go and kill his hostage takers and untie him. After I untied him, he said, "Watch out, Rhino," and then I didn't even get to turn around before I died, being ran over by a rhino. So, you know, the wildlife is kinda goofy, but I think it's more so the fact that I don't respect the wildlife as much as I should. So it's more so my fault than the game's fault. What is not my fault, however, is the parkour sections in this game are absolutely fucking terrible, because it is clearly intended that you're supposed to do this, like, this one singular way, and there is no, like, there's no way to interpret the way to climb up this tower, and it kind of sucks because a lot of the, you know, in the main missions, sure, there's a clean, clear way to go, right? But in, you know, when you're just walking around by yourself, when you're doing quite a lot, it is not clear whatsoever, and it just kind of sucks when you're not. Also, you know, the game looks kind of realistic, so it's not like, you know, there are, like, the ledge flashes up and the stairs are, you know, fucking shouting at you like, "Yo, this is the way up the tower." No. You just have to guess, and it's not every, like, the only way you can see that a ledge is climbable, because not every ledge is climbable, which I absolutely fucking hate, is by some blue ropes or something, I guess, and that's kind of it. You know, even though it would make so much logical sense to, you know, just climb up this ledge, like, you are standing on top of a box, but because this is not the intended way to jump up this place, yeah, just sucks. Just too bad, man. I have a great example when I climbed up a tower, and at the very end of it, you were supposed to like, I guess like grappling hook up to the very top. There was nothing really indicating that you should do that, so I spent the better half of like 3 minutes, I want to say, if not 5, just wandering around the top of this tower, trying to find this mythical ledge that I had to jump up on. Then I eventually found the place that you were supposed to grappling hook to, but because I was further up than you were supposed to be, I could not grappling hook onto the thing. So yeah, that's fucking fun. I don't know. I am not having the greatest experience with this game so far, but I can definitely see why people do like it. Oh, Finder, because there are way more like upsides than downsides, and also when you know, remember how quote-unquote old this game is, I think it's like, I want to say 2014, 15, that's what it feels like anyway. So, you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due, especially the vibes of this game. The vibes are fucking great. The guns feel really good too. So, you know, there are still flaws already now, like, what, 10 hours into the game or something. I have played, you know, I have seen a lot of like replayable like side quests, side missions, like, you know, it's not like in Red Dead, for example, where every single side quest that just kind of pops up on the side of the road, that is a different quest, like, onto itself. No. This is very much like the same 3 missions over and over again. Which is, you know, the missions themselves are fine, but when they're just so blatantly repeated, I don't know, it again, kind of sucks. But still, I think so far, the good outweighs the bad, but it's not like by a landslide, so I'm not... you know, this is not a game that I'm gonna replay, right? I'm hoping that the story just gets better, and that is its one redeeming quality. I'm hating a lot on the game so far, but I do enjoy it. It is a fun time. It's just not up to the standards of what I expected. To be fair, I don't really know what I expected. I've just heard so much hype around it, and I feel kind of bad, you know, bashing on it so much. But it, you know, I don't know. My experience kind of sucks with this game, and it feels weird because all the things about it is like not huge problems, but it's still, you know, significant enough to mention. And just when there are so many of them, I don't know, it feels kind of goofy. God damn it. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh well. Wow, bro did not bother today. Holy shit. I thought he just had a set, like, amount of times he did it. No, that was like 3 times, then he was done. Damn. Well, learn new things every day. So yeah, anyway, I don't know. I don't really know how far I am. I think I'm still in chapter 2. The story is now, right now, I just got to my my parents' house, you know, the house where at least where my father died, and then I got kidnapped and sent into this tournament thingy, where I smacked everyone, and, you know, I don't really know what plot significance that had, because I just got done with that, and I'm gonna find out tomorrow, because it is fucking midnight, and I got up way too early today, so I'm gonna hit the sack, as the youngins say. Anyway, yeah. this run sucked. My bad, gang.